Those are all the different roles that I've acquired over the last 6 years there. So they call me the Bluebeam Queen because I do a lot of the Bluebeam. And so, yeah, so that's what brought us together today.
Great. Kevin, could you introduce yourself, please? Kevin, can you hear me? I don't see any.
I don't see his microphone on. Maybe he hasn't called in yet.
I see that he's muted.
Hi, Louis. Can you hear? Hi, I'm.
Hey, Kevin, you're muted.
Everybody, just a moment, please. I've got a quick phone call. Sorry, everybody, that was our boss calling, and I'm gonna invite him in. So, Kevin, let's straighten up this technology. Kevin, Dave, Matilla's coming through fine. Kevin, Dave, and COVC, can you hear me? If you can you please
I can hear you.
respond?
Can you hear me?
Yes, Dave, you're coming through good. Kevin, can you hear me? Let's see. I don't
Maybe
see.
he stepped away.
Maybe that's right. So maybe we'll go ahead and start with you, Dave. Maybe you can represent, or Matilla as well. Dave, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, and then Matilla, and then I'm going to send this to Louis. Go ahead, Dave.
Okay, Dave Hugard. I'm the infrastructure supervisor. I'll probably be assisting in the installation, and I think that's about it.
Great, Matilla.
Been at the city for 20 years.
Nice.
Matilla, you might be muted.
So, I'm Mithila Nadkarni. I work for business applications with Metro, and I've been with the city for about 7 years.
And I'll go ahead and speak for Kevin just a little bit. Kevin is a counterpart to Dave. He's another supervisor. He's the supervisor of the actual systems administrators that configure. So he's probably the main. He and Matilla are probably the main ones who will be doing the licensing and the gateway work. And hopefully he can hear me all along. And by the way, I'm going to.
Hey, Kurt.
I'd like to record this event. Is that all right?
Sure.
Very good. Kevin, is that you?
Yeah, I'm on now.
Oh, okay, very good. Kevin, can you please introduce yourself to April, please?
Oh, hi, April. This is Kevin. I'm in charge of business solutions for the City of Ventura, which includes all the applications the city uses, trying to keep up to date with them and make sure they're working properly and upgraded properly.
Okay.
Great. And everybody, our boss, Louis, might join us at any moment. So just to let you know, I'll let him introduce himself when he arrives. And with that, I'll hand it over to you, April.
Okay, great. Well, the good news is this is not going to be a super long training. It's very, very easy to install the Bluebeam. My first question for you is, I'm going to need to, are you going to show your screen and I'm going to show you where to go to get the installation going? Is that how you guys want to approach this?
Kevin,
Kurt, well, Dave already installed, we already got the account set up for the gateway, the Bluebeam Gateway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So for the installation, I would suggest we go to the Bluebeam website, and I'll show you. I know you guys are on open licensing.
Yes.
What I would say, I don't think you guys are not working in office, right? You're all at home right now?
I'm in the office.
Some are in the office, some are at home?
No, some of us, Dave is in the office. The rest of us are working from home.
Okay, okay.
Eddie might
well, then I guess the easiest way is we would typically put it on a server and do sort of like a deployment. But since we're all kind of working at home, I'm just going to help you guys navigate over to the Bluebeam website.
Yeah, hold on, April.
Yes.
I'm here at work, and I actually have the server that I'm going to put it on, up. It's a Windows 2012 server, and I could share my desktop. I would just need to go to the website, and we could do the install.
Okay, great. So let's go over to the Bluebeam website right now.
Okay, let me give Dave. I'm going to give you control of the screen.
Also, Kurt, the email you had sent about following instructions to create an account, I did that, and I haven't tried if I got access, but the last time I tried, I didn't have access yet.
All right.
Yeah, it takes about a week, so that's why I wanted you guys to jump ahead and kind of sign up for that ahead of time. Let's go to the Blue homepage right there. Let's start with the installation. It's super, super easy. We're just going to download it. We're going to download it. We're going to put it on your server, and everybody's going to go in there, right click on run as administrator. Oh, okay, let's not download the trial though.
Okay.
Let's go to resources right there. And we're going to go to, yep, there you go. You guys are going to definitely want the latest version, which is the one that's appearing on the screen. You guys got 64-bit, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just download that right there. It's 15 seats, so I mean, you could do a deployment package, but I honestly feel like this is less complicated. Go ahead and download review 64-bit right here.
It's downloading right now in the bottom left-hand corner.
Yeah, I see that. So the neat thing with this is it comes with standard CAD and Extreme. You guys have open licensing, so all of your licenses are going to be Extreme. It's going to be sort of like kind of like a check-in and check-out. You have 15 seats. So as you launch the software, it will check out the license for you. So, and then once you close it, it'll allow the software to be available to the next person. How many users do you guys have in your company, do you think?
Well, there should be, the number that are going to actually utilize this is around 20. So of course, they won't all be using it currently.
Sure.
So that's, but we have other Bluebeam licenses as well that others are using, but not the open license like this.
Oh, okay.
We have about 71 other licenses.
Oh, wow. Now, do you guys have your serial number and your product key handy?
I'll be able to bring it up on probably my other machine.
I can always bring it up on mine if you need me to, so just let me know.
So go ahead and run this.
Yep. Yeah, the Bluebeam software is one of the easiest softwares to install. Some of the Autodesk products kick back errors a lot because of server or antivirus, but with Bluebeam, it just works. I'm not sure where it went though.
Yeah, neither am I. We'll see here if there's something running.
Oh.
A lot of Chrome running.
Yeah. Let's go down to the File Explorer for a second here. Here we go. Yep. And then let's go to Downloads. Yep, there it is, right there. And so that's the one you're going to want to maybe, if this is a server where people are going to access and download it, I've been putting it on the desktop just for now. So if you want to drag and drop it over to the desktop, make it easy.
Okay.
Unless you guys have a folder with software that people go to launch the installation and do it there. But all right,
Now, is this specific executable is what people are going to run?
Yes.
And is it going to matter where I install from right now, or can I move this around?
I would move it around before we install it.
Okay. Let's see here. And what purposes is the Bluebeam on the server right now?
For people to run it, you know, people can you can really go to their website and do exactly what we just did. You can have everyone do that, or you can put it on the server and have people have it ready to go.
Okay.
This way they install the right edition.
Okay.
It's kind of up to you guys how you want to.
Yeah, let's see. I'll probably just keep it here.
Okay. That's what I would do with it. I don't see that it's installing. It seems to have an issue.
It's still thinking about it.
Yeah.
Does it have any requirements on the server, memory, or processor?
How good is your memory on here? It should be fine.
Yeah, let me check. Memory is. It just has 8 gigs.
Yeah, you should be fine. It's not a very complicated software. It's not a very large file either, so it should be okay. Interesting. Kurt, are you going to be putting this on your machine as well?
I have the Bluebeam software installed in the trial session. That's
okay.
No, I probably won't unless we have plenty of licenses.
Okay. Is there any other users online today that we can have access to the server and try to launch it from the server?
You can try mine.
There you go. There you go. Just took it a minute. It
Oh,
could
and
be
by the-
because we're all online.
And by the way, April, that's Louis Arul Das. He is our IT manager. Has joined us.
Hi, Louis.
Louis,
Hello.
this is April. Hey.
How are you today?
I'm doing great, and I'm just watching the session. I like technology, so ignore me if I'm in the room.
Awesome.
Right.
No problem. Me too. That's why I think I like my job so much. We're always talking about the latest technology and what's coming out, and pretty cool.
Yeah, if you guys need to test anyone additional person to use it to test it, I can open up my laptop and you guys can do that. Just let you know.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay.
So we start our trainings next week, right? You guys, that's the plan, right?
That's right.
Next week, 13th, 14th, and 15th.
That's right.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Invites have already been sent.
And then if you guys, yep, that's right. And if you guys want to do any follow-up, I can give you guys like a complimentary hour to after the training, after about a week or so, if you have any questions, or you just need to go over anything that we did in the training.
Thank you, April.
You're welcome. Definitely going a bit slow.
Does anyone have any questions for April while we're waiting for the install?
Why is it going so slow?
I don't know. That is one question I can't answer.
So April, I have a question for you. So the training that we're going to have next week, is it broken over the 3 sessions? You think we'll still be able to cover everything in the 8 and a half
Yes,
or 9 hours?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And if you guys, like I said, if you need, yeah, we're definitely going to be able to cover everything on that curriculum. My question for you guys is, how many people are going to have monitors? Because that's going to make it, if we're working off of one laptop screen or one computer monitor, it'll be a little bit more challenging for some people because, but it's good because I teach in a way where I like to do a show do, where I show you how to do something and you guys do it.
Our goal
So
is to have one 32-inch monitor and one regular or 27-inch monitor for majority of the users. So either they will get 32 or 27-inch monitor, whoever has to.
okay, yeah, that's a huge monitor. That's a nice size right there. That way they don't have to flip back, on one computer screen, from my screen to their screen. They can just keep my screen open and they can be looking at their screen. It'll be great. We may even have a little time extra. I'm not 100% sure with that being online because, what I get in a live training session with, when we're all in the same room is I will do something and then somebody will look down and, oh, April, I missed that. I was looking down. And so that's why I'm really big on, let me show you, everybody watch, and then you do what I just showed. So sometimes, depending on what the feature or what it is and how complicated it is, I'll do it, everybody will watch, and then we'll do it again together.
Right. Hey, April, do you have any suggestions for helping? I'm sure you've encountered this before, where we have people that are working old school with, paper documents and making the transition to Bluebeam that are a little bit reluctant. Do you have any? You don't have too many people in this group that are like that, but you will have some. But for the most part, all of them have jumped on the bandwagon. But if you have tips or just to put it in your head that might be the case, that might give you an idea about.
Sure.
I'm sure you've seen that before.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. You'd be surprised. A lot of people are doing paper processes still. So
Do you find that after a training like this, though, that people, does it turn people around once they see how it can work and how much better it is?
yes, one of our big customers saved $2 million on printing and ink alone in 1 year.
Oh, wow.
One of our larger customers, an electrical contractor. So yeah, I've seen complete companies go completely paperless. Now, there are those guys in the field that are still using, I'm not going to say completely, but they've definitely implemented Bluebeam to the fullest. They have it on their iPads, they're out on the field. They have huge monitors in their trailers now. Instead of looking at on a table, big roll of plans, now they're looking at it on a huge, 50-inch monitor in a trailer. They're walking around with iPads, laying out points with TopCon machines, so they don't even need their tape measure, their little snapping chalk string. So a lot of companies are completely turning around. A lot of the admin stuff, sign-offs for projects. What we used to do is, we would all meet in a job trailer. We would bring in our rolls of plans. We would compare. We would get the coordination meetings going. We'd bring our sign-off sheet and sign off on every level or however we would do it, or depending on the project. And now, we're doing it all online. We're doing coordination meetings online. We're sending around the sign-off sheets in a Bluebeam project. We don't even need to go anywhere really. other than, you know, taking a job walk and checking it out.
April, I know it's still lingering on that installation, so I'll just ask you one more question. I took the training and I installed Bluebeam on my machine, the trial version. And one of the things I noticed, I'll hold off if you need to give some instructions to Dave. Sorry. At this point.
That's okay. Do you guys have?
Oh yeah.
I can show you how and where to go to convert it from a trial to a registered version. Do you guys need me to look for the serial number really quick? I think I have it handy here.
I think I have it. Let's see.
Yeah, you should have received a welcome letter from Bluebeam giving you your license information.
Yes, I did, and I have a screenshot of that. If you don't find it, Dave, I'll bring that up.
Got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you got
There
it.
we go. Serial number 9. ESDN.
JE6.
So if I wanted to install, April, could I convert my trial to a license version by inputting this information in?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yep, I can show you. Very easy.
And so
Bluebeam makes their installation and registration very simple.
my concern was that I didn't want to step on the toes of those who actually need it, but that would only be the case if I was actually using it and leaving it up and running all the time, right?
Yeah, as long as you close it when you're finished working in it, it'll free up the license for others.
Okay, very
So
good.
even if you register it right now, it's not necessarily it's gonna take a license out of your 15, out of your pool of licenses, but it's not gonna license unless it'll keep the license running until you close the software.
All right, so a 16th person could also activate it, but it just the way the open license works is once it reaches 15 concurrent, that's when it stops. Right? You can't have a 16 concurrent.
Yeah, that's if you have 15 open and the 16th person tries to open their software, it's going to back an error that says you're out of licenses, and it's going to put you in something called trial mode, which will change the interface a bit and not allow you to put markups in. But what things you can do in trial mode is you can still access studio sessions. So if you were in a trial mode and you were on a go-to or on like a collaboration meeting, and you wanted to put some markups into a studio session, you could do that trial version. So the only way any of the features are available are in an actual studio session.
Got it. What did you change on that, Dave? It looked good to me.
I changed the 1 to the I.
Oh, okay.
So 3AI.
Oh, that's an I, not a. Oh, that was a 1 before?
I had it as a 1.
Got it. Got it. Uppercase I.
Okay.
So what I'm going to show you right now, Kurt, is after the software launches, I'm going to show you right here on this screen where to go to register your product from a trial.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and launch it.
It might even, we might even want to get rid of that shortcut right there on this particular machine. If this is where people are going to be launching their installation, they may get confused and try to run the actual, well, maybe not.
And April, I also saw another launcher for that's the Bluebeam stapler, whatever that is, on my machine.
The Bluebeam stapler is kind of like a, let's see, how can I explain it? It's a stapler, so it will combine all of your different PDFs. Okay, so there's the license seat.
Okay.
This is what you're going to see each time software. Yeah, the stapler will just combine PDFs. So if you're in a like File Explorer window and you highlight all of the different files and you right click, you can say staple together. So basically it's just combining a set of PDFs.
All right. So that's
you can do it inside.
It did create a shortcut for that as well on my machine. If we were cleaning up shortcuts.
Yeah, it's always available with the right click, and you can also combine within the software too. So you don't really need the stapler. It just it's kind of like the old school way of combining PDFs. So I would definitely make this my default program. Otherwise, it's going to probably launch in something like a WordPad or Adobe or.
So we're good just like that, huh?
Yep, it looks good to me.
And by the way, on my end, this is really easy. I just did the register thing, added the info, and it was dirt simple. I'm registered.
Uh-huh. That's what I was telling you guys. Super easy. That's why I wasn't sure that we were going to spend a whole hour and a half on this session today. We'll just add any other extra time for onto the training, depending on when we finish up here today.
This now?
Yep, you can close that. Just go ahead and hit accept, and now you guys have review. You're all ready to go. It doesn't typically launch this slow. I think that's because this is a server, and that's why it's going so slow. This is the welcome screen. If you notice up in the upper kind of leftish corner where it says welcome to review, you can close that. You can open a sample file. You can launch tutorials from here.
So do you want me to close it?
Completely up to you. If you want to kind of explore a little bit, you can leave it open. You can.
I think somebody else should probably take over the screen because I won't be doing this part of it.
One thing before Dave,
Okay.
you go up the screen, can we look at the Bluebeam Gateway portal?
I was just gonna suggest that. You literally took it right from me. Yeah, let's go to the gateway. I'm thinking that you guys will be able to see the gateway. I mean, I've seen it take up to review the license. Now, with the Bluebeam Gateway, you should be able to see any additional licenses you guys have as well. So if you scroll down a little, right there to the left-hand side where it says review licenses. Okay, so right now it shows that you have 15 open licenses. Yep. All right, so there's your serial number. And you have 15 allowed, and there's 2 in use. One's going to be on the server that we just installed, and then probably Kurt, he had mentioned he just registered his. So if you click on that serial number right there, the highlighted in blue 9603230, you'll be able to do usage reports here. So you'll be able to see a list of all installed computers, how many are in use time. So if you scroll down just a little farther here.
Oh, sorry. I was multitasking.
That's okay.
Okay.
No problem.
Further?
Yep. Okay, so right down here is a list of computer names. So you can see that Cove Logic, which is a server that we're on, and then Kurt's machine here. It's showing you the username, the version that they installed, the day they checked it out, and then the last time the machine was pinged. Next over in the next tab next to the word active is registered and revoked. You'll be able to remove and add computers as you guys would like. So if you want to remove a computer, you're able to go in here and click on the computer list and then remove it from here. And then it'll show you on the revoked tab a list of computers that you've revoked. Now, there's not going to be anything in there now because you guys are only on 2 installations here. So previous to the Bluebeam Gateway, and that came out in 2019, or I think it was in 18 when it came out, or toward the end, you would have had to contact your reseller or Bluebeam directly to add and remove computers. So now you'll be able to do that directly from here.
Now, are you actually removing the license or just removing the use of the software?
You're removing access to that from that computer person. So if they try to launch the software, it's going to tell them that they're not registered.
Okay.
You know, it's going to block them from being able to register it. So it won't. Every day or every time you launch the software, it's going to pop up that open license message, and it's checking out the license. And every time it does, it'll update this checked out date stamp right here. Another thing I want to mention about your open licensing is if you have a license checked out and you leave your office, so say I'm on the internet, I check out my Bluebeam, I close my laptop, I go home, I work from home, I have no internet at home and I have no access to that. You have 3 days to access the internet for it to ping. So after being disconnected, well, you know, now that's very unlikely because everywhere you go has internet. I mean, I can practice. Yeah, in a minute, okay? I'm on a meeting. Okay, just give me a few minutes. Right? Okay. Go tell your daddy. Sorry, guys.
My 19-year-old
okay,
doesn't bother me anymore, but the dogs do.
What's that?
I was going to say my 19-year-old daughter.
What's that?
I'm sorry. I'm just sympathizing with you. My 19-year-old daughter doesn't come see me in my office, but my dogs have no problem coming to say hi.
Oh yeah. I think the dogs come to see me. Children do.
Yes.
It's funny. My little York. I have 2 little Yorkies, and they're always barking at me and like wanting something from me. I'm like, Dad, you're worse than the kids.
Yeah.
Sorry they don't leave me alone.
Sorry to interrupt you.
No worries.
I was just offering some sympathy.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's been definitely different getting used to the changes of staying home and working with your family. Okay, so after 3 days of being disconnected from the internet, it will time itself out. You know, again, it's likely that will happen because everywhere is internet. I mean, I get internet off my cell phone when we're out in the middle of wherever, and my kids play on their tablets from my cell phone. So, but yeah, after 3 days, the software times out, and it'll go into something called mode. So right now, if we go back to the Bluebeam software, I'm going to show you what it looks like. So
sorry,
that you
go
know
back
you're
where?
not. Yeah, let's go back to the Bluebeam software. So down on your taskbar or your menu bar along the bottom, let's click on the Bluebeam software. Yep. Up in the upper left-hand corner where it says review. Yep. If you clicked unregister, it will bring you into trial mode. It's like an unregistered copy. There you go. And it's going to tell you that you only have the functionality of reviewing. Notice on the right-hand side, there is one toolbar and everything is grayed out on it. For those people that don't have a copy or a registered copy of review, this is what their viewer mode is going to look like. This is for people that don't own the software, but they still want to click on a studio session. Once they access a studio session, which we'll learn about in the training next week, they'll be the menu bar that you're seeing that's grayed out will become active, and it will allow people that don't own the software to participate in studio sessions. So then you just go back up to the review menu QR and go back down to register, and it re-registers the software.
So that's going to be the thing mainly for the consultants, the builders, the contractors out there in the public that need to participate in our review sessions but aren't licensed, right?
Yep, exactly. That's exactly what they're going to see. They're going to have that one toolbar on the side, and soon as they jump into that studio session, they'll be allowed to and able to use markups and participate. Yeah, absolutely.
And how do we just
And this
kind
is
of
just a welcome screen. I mean,
April, can I just ask you a quick aside? Do you offer any recommendations for
Sure.
training that we can, like, maybe is there training on the web that we can offer to those people that aren't going to be in next week's training? Like, say, go to this website and learn how to use it for free?
There's lots of content out there. As far as taking a class is always the best. So, but there's a lot of little how-tos, a little short videos. I'm working on a video library myself that we're gonna give to our customers. Another thing that I might suggest for some of those people is something called Bluebeam University. You could go through, basically what we're gonna do live, but it's on your own, and it's kind of a long training. So it's kind of, you go in, you go out, and you just kind of learn at your own pace type of thing. So we can offer you Bluebeam University as well. I'm not sure exactly how much it costs, but I can circle back with you on that.
Thank you. And I'm sorry to distract from the focus of this training. I'll save those questions for next week.
No worries, you're good. That's what this is for. No worries.
April, I have a question.
Sure.
Open license, you showed like the registered users, and when you revoke, it revokes the license. It's like equivalent to unregistering from the desktop client, correct?
You kind of broke up a little bit, so I'm not 100% sure what you're asking me right now.
So in the open license, one of the reasons we went to open license is it allows us to install more than 15 people, and at any given point, we can only have 15 concurrent users.
Exactly. Correct? Yep, that is correct. Yep.
Now, go ahead. And it also,
as soon as you go ahead.
Sorry.
As soon as you close the software, it'll free up the license for someone else. So make sure you're just managing. Make sure that people have good practice. So like for me, I have review open almost all the time. I don't even know if I ever close it. So just have some office standards that when you're done using the software, close it down, and that way it frees it up for someone else to use.
So we can stress that in the training. I will also like make sure we tell that to them and stress that in the training.
Absolutely.
But, however,
yep.
From the Bluebeam Gateway, let's say like if like 5 people just left it open and then like they went on vacation, but like we locked 5 licenses. But from the Bluebeam Gateway, we can go ahead and release those licenses, correct?
Absolutely. Yep. You would just revoke them. You just revoke them rather than removing the computer. You would just revoke those seats, and that'll free it up. If they have work that's open, it's not going to like shut down their software and close down their progress. It's just going to put them in a mode where when they do open their computer, it's going to probably be in trial version or view mode. And, they're going to need to save their work, obviously, whatever they did. They won't be able to, use any of the tools or features. So it'll put it in view mode, kind of like what we were doing.
When they come back, do they need to register again with the keys, or like they should be able to open it up without registering again?
Well, if they have the software open still, that's the only way that the license won't be freed up. It'll still be open. They just won't be able to add any markups. They'll get a pop-up message that says, you're not licensed. It'll basically force them into the view mode, which is what we just seen.
Okay, so
I'll stress that during the training.
No,
that they need to,
I have a follow-up question on that. So let's say like I am the person who left my office computer open with the Bluebeam Studio. Let's say Dave logs into the gateway and revokes my license. The next morning when I come in, if I close and open, do I need to re-register everything? Or it automatically...
They'll have to go into the gateway and unrevoke you, from my understanding. I'm pretty sure about that, because once you're on the revoked list, you'll need to be taken off of it. you can always go up to the review menu like we did and re-register the software.
Okay.
But I'll have to double check on that. I'm not 1,000% sure, but I'm pretty sure that you will have to be removed from the room. Once they revoke you, you'll be revoked. So
Got it.
you'll have
So
to
to that question, like a follow-up, so after say the admin has to go and revoke somebody because the license is kind of occupied, can we go back, like right after we revoke them, can we like reinstate them that way? Would that like break the connection, and so when they come back after 3 days, like they don't have to like re-register and or they're not on the revoke list? How would that work?
You know what? That's a really good question, and I don't have the answer to that right now. It's the gateway is kind of new to me also, but once when we get off this meeting, I'll go into my Bluebeam Gateway and I'll test that out for you.
Got it. Now,
And I'll
one
let you guys know.
follow up on this one. I can have as many installs in the city. Let's say like I have to install like 25 people. I can do the install with the same registration fee and everything for 25 people, even though I have 15 open licenses.
Yep, you use. Okay, so if you have 15 and you're trying to register 25, it's not going to let you after you get past 15. You're going to have to register it and close the software. If there's 15 registered software open at the same time, so everyone, 15 people have it, and then you try to install it and register the 16th, 17th, and 18th machine, it's not going to allow you to register it until one of the 15 people close the Bluebeam and free up the license. So I would install and then close it, install and then close it, that way.
Got it. So that way I can install as many I want. The only caveat is they all cannot be opening up the same time.
Exactly. Yep, exactly.
So Dave, did you get that?
Yes, sir.
Because right now we have to install it for 20 machines right now, as Kurt said.
Okay. Yep. Yep, you can definitely put it on 25 machines or 20 machines. Again, you just can't be running them all at the same time after 15.
Got it.
If you find yourself overusing it and you need to add a couple additional seats, just let us know, and I think they tell people, I'm not sure how they do that. I'm not a sales girl at all, but we definitely can add more seats if you find issues with overusage.
Got it. Now, during the training for you, there'll be like 20 people attending the training, but however, there will be only 15 registered, like a license, concurrent users can be open. So others will be as like a trial, probably.
Yep, I was just going to say that. Right when you said that, that was my first thought, was just register. You guys can launch the trial, and when you go to register, unregister, the trial is 30 days right now. I believe if you reach out to Bluebeam, you can get your trial extended for 90 days because of what's going on with the COVID. But yeah, so definitely for some of those, run it in trial. You've seen right up there when you unregister and then you re-register, there's the option to hit the register button or use as trial. As soon as you start use as trial, that's when your days will start for how many days your trial will run. Okay. Did you guys have any more questions?
I don't think I do.
Can you talk about drawing licenses or the drawing thing?
Sure. Drawings is a web-based platform where you can upload your drawings, or your PDFs, I should say, to not cause confusion. It is, it's going to have, when you log into it or you sign in on the web, because you guys have open licensing and maintenance, you have premium maintenance, you each have a copy of drawing, so you'll be able to access drawings at no cost. You will need to upload the drawings separately from your studio session. It's meant to be able to review your PDFs out of. I imagine, so when they were beta testing the drawings, I was one of the beta testers, and the way it worked at that time was I could access my drawings from my studio icon within my software, but for some reason they took that away. So it's a completely separate system. So you just go in and you would upload your drawings to the latest, or whatever your latest drawings are. And that'll allow people to be able to sign in on their cell phone or sign in on their iPad or their Surface and review documents from anywhere. So that's kind of how that works. We could spend a little time if, thinking that I'm thinking we'll probably get through the training next week in 8 hours. And we'll have a little additional time for that. We could throw that in there if you want to. Just to kind of review it.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, well, what else, guys?
So, guys, we have about 11 minutes left, and that would be a solid hour. That would free us up for 3 solid hours next week. Don't want to stop the session short, but if we can't stop at 10:30, that would be a good timing. Do we have any other questions?
You know what? I mean, even if we keep going till 10:30, it's no problem. If next week we go over a little time, that's okay too.
All right.
I'm just sure you guys get everything that you need. So
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So I won't count any minutes during the training next week. As long as you guys are okay with, I'm just gonna make sure that I deliver everything that you guys need. We're gonna cover everything, and we'll probably even have a little extra time. I'm not sure % on that. Sometimes in classes, it depends on how many people are in the session as well, how many questions we get. But if we need to go a little over, I'm okay with that too. Okay?
So one thing, like if Dave who has system control, can you go to the Bluebeam Gateway?
Yep.
And look at the registered license, River license, scroll down. Refresh it. See if you see me, because I just installed mine.
Oh, refresh the web page.
Yeah. Oh, I need to open it for that to see it. Is that what it is?
As soon as you launch the software is when it checks out the license. There you go.
There it is. Registered. Got it. Got it.
You haven't pinged it though, so you haven't actually launched the software, it shows.
Okay. So if I do the Bluebeam then.
Yep. I love that you did that.
We just asked the dummy question, so just to make sure we can have as many of these as we like, but we can only have 15 concurrent.
15 concurrent, 15 active. Yep. You can have a whole list of registered computers here. You just can't be using more than 15 at the same time. Unless you need to add some more licenses, just let us know and we can put some more on there for you.
Great.
Got it. So now you should see me as a registered one.
Yep. If you just launch the software, just refresh this page and it'll show that you are.
The last thing, right?
There he is.
There you go. Right there.
Got it. So I should be active too. So if I close it, then it should be moving me away from the active. Active.
Yep. Yep. But you'll need to relaunch this page. You need to refresh the page.
Okay, so I'm done now. Okay, got it.
Yep. Super easy.
Yeah.
And again, this gateway is kind of a newer thing right here, so I'm still learning with it also.
Got it. You know, it would be nice if they allow us to install, even though you have 15 license, you can install up to like what, 30, right? Without like doing that little bit of like unregistered and register. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the whole idea of us going into open licenses, we know we have 20 users and our users are fluctuating back and forth. So we thought like, okay, let's set it 20, and if we need more, we can add it later. Right now.
Sure.
So that's
Yep.
like,
Yep, that's good thinking. You don't want to be over licensed, and if you know people aren't going to be using it much through the day, or so that's open licensing is great. We have open licensing at KelaPacific too, so we have like 45 licenses all on open licensing. So.
thank you. I do not have further questions. I don't want to waste anyone's time, but like Dave or Kevin, you guys have additional questions, please feel free to ask. I'm going to mute myself. Thank you. Wonderful to meet you, April.
Nice to meet you virtually as well. Hopefully one day we can meet in person, right?
Indeed.
Absolutely.
Hopefully one day we can meet in person.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, definitely. Hopefully the COVID-19 will move away from us and then we'll be back to normal. Then we all can meet each other.
Yeah, we have a lot of customer appreciation events that we host throughout the year. We do a few every year, and so you'll definitely, you guys will get an invitation to one of those, and we do them in different cities too. We do them in LA, we do them in San Diego. You guys are in Ventura though. You guys are the city of Ventura, so yeah. All right. Anything else, guys?
Nope.
All right. Well,
April, I'll be reaching out to you as we proceed. I'm going to do two things. One, I'm going to go ahead and change the Friday from 2.5 hours to 3 hours, because we kept this at an hour, so that'll be the solid 10 hours right there. Two, I'm going to so look for that change in the calendar. Two, I'll be reaching out to you to talk about any prerequisites that we need to make sure that the team, everybody's ready to go. We talked about a few already, but just to double check to make sure that everybody's ready so we get started without any short stops.
sure. Can you also email me those other additional questions that I couldn't answer for you at that moment?
Oh, sure, I've got them right here. If we got a minute, so that we still have 5 minutes. So one question was, this was from Kevin, how to create the Bluebeam Gateway access. Well, we covered that. And then the other one was how to use Gateway to monitor open licenses, and we've covered that.
Okay.
Oh, but you're talking about from the end users. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a question you guys asked me.
Matilla had a question.
Matilla. Yeah, it was Matilla. Sorry, I was looking for her name to remember myself.
Matilla, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you have a question for April?
That was the one that I had brought up, in reference to the registering, revoking the licenses for people who have been away.
Okay, so that's answered for you then?
Oh, yeah. The question was, if we revoke them, do we have to re-add them? So if you could just add that into the email, I'm going to find that out for you. About registering. Do they have to be re-registered in the gateway? I should write that down. Let me grab a pen real quick. I usually have my notepad ready to go. All right.
Great, and you can just send that answer back to me, April, and I'll forward that over to
Sure.
Nicole.
Absolutely.
Great. Although her email is in the I think she might be in the meeting invite as well, but please send it to me and then I'll record it. Great. Well, ready with 3 minutes to the bottom of the hour. That's good timing. If there's anything else, last chance for now. All right, April, thank you so much.
I'm always available. You're welcome. I'm always available through email, so just reach out. I'm there if you guys think of something after we hang up.
We appreciate that. All right. Well, you have a great rest of the day.
All right, you too. Have a good one. Happy Monday.
Yep. Good, thanks.
Thanks.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Nice to meet you all. All right, bye.
Thank you.